Welcome, my beautiful Earth Angels, to Angels Teach. Elvia Rowe here, another episode of Messages from Your Angels, where I love to feature photographs of real life because your angels aren't here to just help you when you think about them or just with those big decisions. They're here to help you with everything, absolutely everything, from those big life decisions to what you're going to wear today, what you're going to make for dinner tonight. Your angels are here to help you with everything. And my mission, my gift, is helping like-minded people, angel lovers like you, to connect with that energy and invite your angels into every moment so that you can experience all that they have to offer and live that life that is just so fulfilling on a soul level. So let's begin. I'm going to ask you to get into your heart center. Just use your breath. Take a moment to do that. And we ask the angels to give you a number, 1, 2, or 3. Each of these numbers is associated with a different photograph that I am going to do a reading from. So the message that you need to hear is associated with one of those numbers. So just use your guidance. Just use your guidance. This is pure guidance. And I'm not showing you the pictures. This is interesting because there was a comment from last month of why didn't you show the pictures? And I used to do that. And this is proof that these unseen energies, these divine forces are working, and you don't visually need to see necessarily what the image is. You can get that divine guidance without your ego getting in the way, feeling like it needs all these different pieces. So again, 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so for those of you who chose number 1, the image is of a bowling alley, and it's pretty cool. It's in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and it's an old style bowling alley built back in the 1920s in a factory building. It used to be a candy factory, and the owners of the candy factory wanted to create a recreational space for their employees. So really cool. You'll see those people down there at the end. They're ready to reset up the pins. There's nothing automated. All about it is just manpower, people power. And that's part of the message here, is people power. You have everything that you need. That's the first part of the message here. The second part of the message is that it's all lined up for you. This is a message about focus. And if you've bowled before, you know that you really have to focus, that there's a technique here, there's a skill. And you can either get a gutter ball, or you can get a strike, or a spare, or somewhere in between. But the more that you focus, the more that you stay on your game, the higher the likelihood that you're going to get a strike, that you're going to hit the nail on the head. And because we're human, and sometimes life can get in the way, if you do feel like you didn't get the strike, those people down there at the end, they're there to help you. And that's a message about reinforcing the fact that you have everything you need to get the job done. So if number 1 and this message came forward for you, there's something in your life that you need to focus on. It's one thing. It's a project. I'm hearing very definitely it's a project. And that project could be a relationship, it could be a work thing, it could be a health thing, it could be a financial thing, but think of it as a project. And as you give the entirety of your focus to this project, dedicated time to this project, and focus your effort, your love, your energies, calling in those divine forces, trusting, big one here, trusting that you have everything you need to get the job done, you're going to get a strike. And you're going to hit it out of the park, and it's just going to be amazing. So, again, you have everything you need. It's right there. This is a project. Think of it in those terms. That takes some of the emotion out of it. And focus. Dedicate time, dedicate energy to this. And if you're not sure exactly which project this is, don't get distracted thinking, oh, I got 20 projects going on right now. Allow your angels, just as they gave you the number at the beginning of this video, allow your angels to help you focus on the one project that they're talking about for you right now. For those of you who chose number 2, this is actually a very personal one because this is a piano that I was given. It's been in my family. I think my grandparents, no, scratch that, my great-grandparents bought this way back in the early 1900s. And so it's been passed down through the family and was given to me and was in storage for a while because we didn't have a place to put it. So when we moved to this house, we had room and moved it here. It doesn't sound great because it has a cracked sounding board, which would cost quite a bit to fix, but it's gorgeous. I mean, you can see here, it's gorgeous. So if you've chosen number 2, the message for you is about beautiful burdens. And I woke up this morning from a dream about this piano because I allow myself to be a little bit tortured by it at times. I want to sell it because at some point we're going to be moving to a place that probably there won't be space for it. Neither of my children are interested in taking it. Piano's a big thing and it's beautiful. And there comes a time when family traditions, family heirlooms need to move on to whoever's next in line for them, and it may not be somebody in the bloodline. So for me, where I'm at peace with this is that it's not time yet. I'm poised to take action when I need to, but that's the other part of this message, is that beautiful burdens can mean it's something that either you take action on right away, in other words, you know what you need to do, so do it. Or it could be you know what you need to do, and it's a matter of waiting because you don't have all the pieces to the puzzle yet. And that's the case for me personally because we don't have another place that we're moving to yet. We don't know what's going to happen with this house and who might be living in it next. So really, ultimately, the message for you, if you chose number 2, is it is about beautiful burdens. And what you need to do is to get quiet with your angels and ask, is this something that I need to take action on, or is it something that I just need to be at peace and wait until all the other parts of that puzzle come into place so that you know what you need to do? Because making a decision with impulsivity usually doesn't result in happy outcomes. So just get quiet with your angels, see whatever the situation, or could be a relationship, could be a job, could be a lot of things. It's a beautiful burden feeling to you. Again, just like with number 1, get clear on that one thing that your angels are asking you to focus on. Such a great trick of the ego to help us to get into 20 different directions thinking, oh, well, maybe it's that and maybe it's that. And we don't end up focusing on what we need to do in the moment. So get clear on that one thing, that beautiful burden in your life, and ask your angels, is this something I just need to wait? I don't have all the information, just let it go for now. Or do you have all the information and it's time to take action? So the third message for those of you who chose 3 are these 2 ducks. Aren't they adorable? Mallard ducks swimming in the Mystic River, actually in Mystic, Connecticut. And the message for you is about partnership. 3, because this is the number 3, when you put 1 and 2 together, think parent-child, or pardon me, 2 parents, their 2 come together to create something new, which is the third thing, the child. And in this case, it's not about children per se, it's about partnership and coming together to create another entity, coming together to create something. So if you have chosen number 3, there is a partnership that is coming into your life that is important for your work, for your health, for your growth on a spiritual level. And so just be mindful of what is happening in your relationships in your life. This is another person that's coming in. I'm not going to go into the romantic realm. It could be a romantic partnership for you. It's going to depend on your situation and ultimately what your soul needs and what is your destiny at this time. So the other part of this message is about assumptions. When I took this photograph, I was obviously watching these 2 birds, and the male was being really aggressive. He was being what I thought of as kind of a brat. Like he was just chasing this beautiful female mallard duck around the water, and I was on the phone with my brother, and I'm thinking, dude, this guy's got to stop. Like, what is he doing? Leave her alone. And my brother, who knows quite a bit about birds, especially ducks, is like, well, that's just part of their dance. That's just what they do instinctually. And I was, of course, applying all my filters, my life experiences, like just, all of my stuff onto this pair of ducks that I have nothing to do with. So I was making assumptions, wrong ones, and this is just how nature operates in the world of ducks. So how this applies to you is that don't make assumptions about this partnership, about it, what it may be, what it may not be, what it's going to bring to you, what it might not bring to you, how it's supposed to look. Let all that go. Let go any assumptions. Let go of your expectations and just allow it to be what your soul needs it to be. And allow your angels to do their work through you. Because if you let your filters get in the way, if I wasn't on the phone with my brother, I would have walked away thinking that this male duck was still, being a bit of a brat. And of course that wasn't the case. He was just being a male duck, right? So, partnership coming into your life, let go of assumptions about what it's supposed to look like, what it's supposed to do, release expectations, and it will be very powerful for you. So there you have it. That wraps up our readings for this month with messages from your angels. Remember to pay attention to those messages that are in the world all around you, happening all the time, every moment, every breath. Your angels are talking to you. And if you haven't already, please come on over to AngelsTeach.com and sign up for our Angels Now webinar. Looking forward to delivering that in March. Excited? Go Team Angels. I love you. Have a beautiful day.